We are not making a deal with the devil on this. Here we go.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector.
We're
Frederick
rewatching
Jenks,
it.
and I've been
In case
assigned
you
to a
missed it.
last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton.
Oh,
I have
Edenton, my
until
bad.
first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything
Listen,
to live
50% of the people who
However,
are taking
history of
PhDs,
depression and alcoholism
it's not for the
revealed in her
reasons you
medical
think.
records suggest that in reality,
saying,
she'd
"Oh, I'm
become
gonna go get a
adept at
master's
hiding behind a
degree."
mask. A lab
Sometimes
report
it's a cry for
indicating
help.
a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide.
Yeah, and they really thought they ate with that
overlooks
transition.
some curious
And they did.
details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the
Where did
village,
she
the
get it?
exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control. Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton Village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at
Or
university.
according to
After completing his
Posse,
degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in
Thompson.
the neighboring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't
How
see
are they all
Kate
paying
at
for
the
this?
meeting, but the sergeant interviewed
You get a travel grant and you just don't tell them what you spend it on?
which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
Inspector Jenks is on the case. Alright, we're going to the pub, of course. Alright, welcome to Edenton Village. Click the arrows to move around the village. If you see the magnifying glass, try your investigate button to see Jenks investigate. So it's like, it's not even like we're Jenks. It's like we're Jenks' little omniscient partner. Click the inventory icon to see your collected items, which includes both physical objects and information Jenks has collected. Kate Vine, she died. If you're at the location where you think you can use an item, try the use icon. Alright. Do you want to investigate anything, Jenks? Or are you good, buddy? Let's just go to the pub. First things first. One more time. One more time. Okay. Can I, like, investigate the windows? No? Okay. Now, hear me out here. What if... One more time. Can't investigate the windows. I can't look in. I guess we go down the West Street, I guess. Go down behind Brandon House. Maybe we can, like, sneak into the pub. Look at them go. Oh, this is very silly. You can't investigate anything, buddy. We're just walking around at this point. Okay, let's go back to the center. Let's go back to the pub. What if we go up North Lane? Bro, we can't do anything here. At this point, we're just... we're just hiking around the town right now. It's a ghost town. There's nobody here. Okay, at least these are really obvious. Let's take a peek.
Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor.
It's ours now. Wait, can we click on it again? Improve your spiritual, intellectual, financial
Wow.
life.
Isn't that interesting?
Join us here at 8 p.m. So is this where Atlas hangs out? Okay, Edenton Village Hall. No one to talk to. Well, this is definitely the UK because it's just a lot of overcast, right? What if we went back to the village center? What if this is the key to the pub? So we got a new angle now. Okay. Let's look. Let's try using this. There's no use for the silver key here. Okay. Then we go back down. Then we go down even farther down the street. Even farther down the street. Immediately call the chief. I'm so fucking lost. Chief, what am I supposed to do again? We go down behind here. Could we potentially use the key here? No. I'm just taking this. I'm just getting this dude's steps in at this point. Let's go along to Woods Lane then. Let's go right to Eden Lodge. Let's see what we got going here. Simon. Oh, let's take a peek in the window first. Curious.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked.
All I'm saying. I live in Winnipeg. Wouldn't catch me doing it.
Looks like homebrew equipment. Ah, this might come in handy.
Okay. That's literally just theft, Jenks, but okay. If we're looking for the real criminal, why don't we look in the mirror? Homebrew equipment. Why is it out here? Loves to steal.
Is it Simon?
Yeah.
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please?
Did you recently come into
yeah,
inheritance
thank you.
of a manor, perhaps?
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This
Hi.
is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
Don't say it,
There was a
Jinx.
death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Just come through.
I can't. Is he old or young?
Is it okay in here?
Oh, this will be fine, yeah.
Do you want anything? Water?
No, I won't be long.
Okay.
No, I don't eat. Sorry, no, I don't need to eat. I actually already went through your garbage. Okay, it's your first interview. First, pick an item you want to ask about, then click Ask to see Jenks ask about it. When you've heard the reply, you'll see a summary of what was said in the box at the bottom. Simon said blah blah blah. He also said blah blah blah, and he said blah blah blah. Okay. Clicking any item you've already asked about shows the summary of replies beneath. Now click any reply to add it to the contradiction box on the right. You can add 2 replies at a time. Now you can start looking for contradictions. Find 2 contradictory replies and add them to the contradiction box. If they go green, sit back and watch Jenks interrogate your interviewee. Alright. Let's ask about the death. What's up, dude? Yeah, let's ask about it.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
Did you eat at Subway
Could
together?
you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know? Sharp, quite sharp.
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
You're jumping to... Okay, we're
Her
jumping all over the
mood-
place already.
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
We're all over the
It's
place
just
right now.
a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks.
There's rotating groups. Okay. All right. Last saw Kate at the Atlas meeting Friday. Only known Kate for 3 months. Didn't socialize with Kate outside of Atlas. Kate often seemed drunk at Atlas. Can we ask about the driver's license?
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so. Never seen it before.
Press X to doubt. He's given that face. He's given the... he did a little bit of a stutter. You know anything about this key, dude? It isn't worth asking Simon about the key. Why is your bike unlocked? What's up with that? That's, of all the things that you've talked about so far, that's the most suspicious thing I've noticed.
Whose is the bike outside?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the
But there's a lock on it.
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
Excuse me, I've been walking the entire length of the town, so... Maybe just get some cardio in, brother. It just seems to be one street. We can't ask about the screwdriver. What about the old bottles? What's up with that?
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
It's interrogating him now.
Well, no, I give it out to my
Like,
friends and stuff.
personally.
I tried selling it at first.
Why are you
but
so
I didn't have
fucking
any
weird?
takers, except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Simon told Jenks about his homebrew. Okay. Doesn't see James very often. Bike belongs to Simon's cousin. Bike is the only way Simon can get to work. Kate Vine's death. Last saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday. Only knew her. Is there anything else I can ask? Let's go visit Emma.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
Why do you seem mortified already? I haven't even said anything. Let's talk about this.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
Define
was her
usual
usual
self.
self?
Yeah.
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild?
In the library?
What way wild?
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
But that's like
What else?
That's discussion group. You get marks for that.
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college, and when she started her
Are
PhD.
you gassy, ma'am? Hi, Sel. Ma'am, did you have some Taco Bell before I came in? I can leave the room if you need to pass some gas. What about the driver's license?
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. I do enjoy how it's just in like a kind of a almost what looks like a used Ziploc. Like he had a little turkey sandwich in it before, and he's like, well, I gotta put it in something. Also, what's the thing on top of that? Is it like a Band-Aid? Okay. Do you know about the key? What's up with the bike?
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know. I keep telling him to fix it.
I should just take the bike. I've already taken the screwdriver. Like, why not escalate? None of these are contradictory, though.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
Can I ask him about, like, is it good?
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me? No. I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
None of this is relevant. Okay, well...
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
That's gonna be it. Yeah, I'll be right back. Does not like ghosts. Doesn't know anything about the license. So what if I did that? Saw Kate last the night that she died. Only knew her for 3 months. Only known her for 3 months, but often seemed drunk. Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me in. Please keep your door
Just to
open.
knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
Wait, knock on the window for Emma? Still, it's been interesting so far. It did crash my OBS. So there's that. I'm just going to walk into the woods now. I couldn't... I watched the prologue. I couldn't click any buttons. Is it newish or has it been out for a while? It's been out for almost 10 years. It's just OBS sometimes, dude. Alright, let's go more into the woods. Let's get more suspicious. That's where Atlas is. Let's go into the clearing. Did you say happy birthday to Shohei today? That's why I couldn't stream this afternoon. I was too busy wishing Shohei a happy birthday. Go right into the clearing, yeah. Nothing. Can I use the key here? Alright. I don't think I want to go towards Atlas just yet. Ani, forgot to ask yesterday, what's up? Beans. What in the world is Steak Watch? Okay. So there's a... Let me tell you, Ani. There is a steakhouse in Amarillo, Texas called the Big Texan Steakhouse. And they have a live stream, which is literally just like a CCTV camera pointed at a certain table. And at that table, it's a challenge where it's you have an hour to eat a 72-ounce steak, baked potato, salad, shrimp cocktail, and the drink that comes with it. You have to eat the entire thing in an hour, and if you do, you get like a t-shirt, certificate, etc. But it's just a fascinating thing to witness. Like the strategies going into it, how people come in really strong and then they dip off after a bit. Seeing one person at the table and then seeing another person come up to the table have a completely different strategy. They definitely come from like different walks of life. It's just like it's a nice little slice of life piece of content. They have a room where people are watching them eat steak. It's in the middle of the restaurant. It's like a little table set up specifically for people to do the challenge at. It's like it's a open. It's a open concept within the entire restaurant. They're like just directly like next to the grill. Yeah. It's incredible. Steak Watch is exactly what it sounds like. It's Steak Watch. All right, let's go to the jetty.
Looks
Ooh,
like
what's
a
this?
piece of jewellery there.
I'm just finding
Stuck
shit on the
between
ground.
boards. Well and truly wedged in.
What if I use my screwdriver for this? Try using the key. The screwdriver. Hell yeah. You're welcome, buddy. It's a
Interesting.
bird.
I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
Okay, I can maybe show them that. I see people, like, on the far side. What are they up to? Hey, you guys. Let's go to the path end. What we got here? Kerr, good to see you. How did you find it? Brooke did. Brooke put it in the Discord, and then we've just been fascinated with it ever since. I choose like to not question it. I think it's just one of those things where I'm glad it exists. I'm glad it's part of my life. All right. Well, I guess we'll just walk up to the door for Atlas.
Have to come back later, I think.
No, I think we've already committed a crime. What if we used a silver key? What if we use the screwdriver? What if we use the broken pendant? Alright. Brooke found it from a YouTube video from a YouTuber named Dylan, funnily enough. It's my alter ego. You're so nonchalant about it? Like, what? It's just people eating steak. I can't go any further in here. I distinctly remember Bobby coming into stream and being like, hey, what the fuck is this? I'm like, brother, this is the heartland. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, I guess we just go back into the town. Taking my mom out for dinner tomorrow. I hope she chooses a place with steak. You're training at this point, Beans. Okay, let's go back to the lodge. Emma, do you know anything?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know anything about this pendant?
Ever seen this?
Looks like, that's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewellery, stuff like that.
Did you steal it from her?
It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. Some wanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
I see.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Don't worry, dude. Just eat your turkey sandwich that you've got for lunch, and you can just use the Ziploc bag.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Okay, that's it. All right, Simon.
A few more
I know I was just in your
questions,
house, but if you could, I'm gonna go outside and then I'm gonna knock on the door because I need to talk to you. Right then, cheerio. Oi, governor.
You know what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
So they both had one. That's the freedom necklace rather than the pendant. Thinks Emma had a singlet. Kate wore the necklace at college.
Thank you. probably be back later.
I don't know. I could just go from one to the other, but I do like the idea of him
Couple more
walking
questions, if
out
that's okay?
and being like, "No, I'm not talking to you yet. I gotta go knock on the window. Stop it." Necklace is Emma's, but she gave it to Kate. Kate bought lots of new. This is kind of contradictory. But also I want to ask about the... Emma gave Jenks the card. Yeah. But then, like, because she's saying that, oh, he wore it. Because I can only do contradictory things that they said. But I can't be like, oh, but this person said this thing.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Alright, I'm going to go to the pub. It's like nothing open. We can go here. Can I use the key here? Have I already tried that? Yeah, okay. I want to go in the back lane there. Pub's still not open. There's a post office. Can I use the key here? We're gonna walk down here again, and it's just gonna be the screwdriver again. Silver key again. There's the Abbey farm. Yeah, there's just like nothing to use it on. Those are like the only two people I can talk to. Which is curious. I don't think I want to call the chief. Okay. For Becca's pub, Paul and Ryan Rand should be back there. I can't go to Atlas yet. Oh, I can just go around wherever I want. This seems easier. You should call the chief for an update. Okay. Do I want to do that? I thought this is cheating. Oh, wait.
Hello?
Chief? It's Jenks.
Ah.
I've questioned Simon Thompson and Emma Bowman so far. Oh, and I found a pendant by the lake, which turns out to have been Emma's. But Emma gave it to Kate. So, chances are, Kate was wearing it the night she drowned.
What does Thompson know about it?
Simon doesn't seem to know much.
I don't trust Thompson. Then again, I don't trust Emma that much either.
Okay, bias.
Background on them, you know, usual stuff. When did Emma meet Kate? How long have they known each other? How long has Thompson known her? Give me a call back when you've got some more.
Thanks, Chief.
But that's what I'm asking. Okay, I guess we just go back to... There must be a contradiction somewhere. Alright, well, we'll go to the lodge, and I guess we just have to talk to them and just try and find that
A few
contradiction.
more questions, please. Thank you.
Alright. Let me look at the death. Only knew Kate for 3 months. Didn't socialize. Often seemed drunk. But you didn't socialize, so... oh, she was drunk at the meetings. Never mind. Bike belongs to Simon's cousin. Only way you can get to work. I don't know about that. You only saw that to James, but you don't see him very often. No. Thinks Emma had a similar necklace, but Kate wore the necklace in college. Is that the contradiction? Because I'm like, because Emma's saying that oh, I had that necklace. She never mentioned that Kate had that necklace. But I want to use the information of Kate wearing the necklace on Emma. Two people can own the same necklace. Oh, I know that, but like Emma was saying, like, no, I own that necklace. You know?
That's all for the moment, thank you.
All she says is, okay, necklace is Emma's, but she gave it to Kate. An unwanted gift. But she also seems surprised that she was wearing it, you know? She's like, oh, why was she wearing it? But I'm like, but you gave it to her. Okay, let me... Last saw Kate in the college library on Thursday, but you didn't see Kate very often. Doesn't think Kate... Oh, there's the drop silver key. He uses the bike to get to work, but keeps needing to fix the lock. That's it. They both say it belongs to Simon's cousin. Doesn't like beer. Should I ask you about the homebrew again? These don't seem obvious. You know
back
what?
later on, if that's okay.
Let's press Simon a little bit more. It's the only way he can get to work.
You know what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
Kate wore the necklace at college. Okay, I see what I'm doing here. So you say you knew Kate in college. Yeah, you say you only knew Kate for 3 months.
Aha. So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
Well,
Rather
I
peculiar.
Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right.
So you didn't socialise with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialise with her outside of Atlas?
No.
You didn't see
I understand
her
the mechanics
outside
now.
Atlas at all?
Right.
What? No.
So Simon did know Kate at college, but why would he lie about that?
I love how I just...
Kate better than he's willing to admit.
I love how I just called him out on that and be like, see ya. I'm going to the pub. Rimbley. Oh, Rimbley, I think I have notifications turned on. Give me
Broken
a sec.
window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
You're killing me. Rimbley, thank you for the tier 2. 6 months in advance. I hope you're good, dude.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Rimbley, I hope you're well. Rimbley, we're solving a crime. Okay, so there's a smashed window. Let's enter the building. Oh, a lock. Oh, could perchance a drop silver key be what opens this? Rimbley, you can do whatever you want. Lie away, my friend. Okay, so we've stolen a screwdriver. We're breaking and entering. Who's the real criminal here? Atlas. The Jabberwockies.
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
Pocket it. Rimbley, you're asking the real questions. Can I take some loo roll for the road?
Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
We got a flashlight? God damn, if only we had cell phones in this world. Well, I'll be back for this. What if we went to the pub now? Oh. Press the bell. Don't mind if I do.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
Also, don't get it twisted. It's a cab, including Inspector Jenks, but we gotta solve this crime.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well,
Who's
I
running
just
the
wanted
bar?
to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
What's up with the... Okay, so I went through your cellar. What's up with this mask?
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
Have you ever heard the song
So
Icebox by
this
Amari?
is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
Well,
You ever seen America's Best
masks
Dance
allow
Crew?
you to play it being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student.
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
Right. What do you know about the death?
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
So she wasn't drinking
When
here.
was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Okay.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
Okay. Do you know about a driver's license?
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
This is her
So
fake
you
ID.
didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
So you're saying you never ID'd her? Okay, alright. Yeah, definitely not gonna ask you about the key that gets into your cellar. Hey, do you think it's fucking weird that Simon takes a bike to work? Like, I know you probably don't know the guy, but like, I've walked up and down this entire town multiple times within the hour. So, why does he need a bike? No one cares. No one cares. Have you ever tried Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
It's a little too micro. Damn. I can't wait to just ask everyone about Simon's homebrew and they'll be like, oh, that guy. Do you know anything about freedom necklaces?
Do you recognize this?
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
Rimbley, we've scared them away a long time ago. Alright. So there's a broken window. What's up with that? Maybe that was what Kate was paying for?
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said two girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
Two
when
girls
was this?
arguing.
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Two girls.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
Girls.
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to borrowing clients I don't think are suitable.
Two girls. From my knowledge, based on my deduction, there are only two other girls in the entire town, and then one of them died, and the other is Emma. Suspect. Okay. Contradictions. Doesn't know who broke the window. I saw Kate. Didn't see who Kate was with. $20 for a breakage. What about the broken pub window? You don't know who broke it.
Aha. So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage,
Yeah.
but you didn't have a breakage.
What's up with that?
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been.
Curious.
It could have been Kate, you're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with.
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around.
Not realizing Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now.
All I'm
Unless
saying.
she did. But why would she lie about that?
Okay. Becca's strict about barring clients. She was very drunk. That seems contradictory. No, okay. Didn't know Kate very well. Okay. Well, this is great. This is great, Rebecca. I am going to go now harass a couple in their home. So, I might be back to do the same for you.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
All right. Let's go to the left restaurant. Who do we got here? Nobody here. I have no interest in validating this bizarre entitlement of incels or just justifying the negative outcomes of creation, but there's some tough math in that town. All right. Let's go harass this couple again. Oh, have I got some stuff to yell at you for now. Simon, what's up, dude?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
I got a few more. Broken pub window. You know anything about that?
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
Oddly proud of that. Well, you say that. Wore a necklace in college. But did you see it at the pub while y'all were out drinking? Didn't she say that? Nope, never mind. I'm imagining things. Do you know about this mask?
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really? How?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
I mean, I guess I
When
could
did
see
you
it.
find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the...
All I'm saying is that first impression, I don't trust you because you have a
that was
thumb
at my
ring.
college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
So you're saying your degree was a waste? Let's unpack
I
this.
suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
Did you know Kate was in an argument?
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
Did you bike back? Shayla, good to see you. I hope you're well. Shayla. Alright. You gave me the poster. I'm gonna go talk to Emma. I got a lot to unpack.
Thank you.
Okay. TLDR of what's happened so far. Kate Vine is the person who got murdered, and I'm just investigating a bunch of people in town right now. She was in this program called Atlas. It's like this weird post-grad program about business management. I don't even know. But like they've said, apparently the methods are weird and a little bit of extreme. I've been in and out of this couple's home, Simon and Emma, multiple times. I've stolen a screwdriver from them. I've been to the pub. I've broken and entered into the pub. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Jenks is interesting, and Simon wears a thumb ring. So say what you will about that. Let's ask you about the broken pub window. What's the reason for why he's not getting warrants? Because sometimes you gotta twist the system.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub, a broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Okay. Broken pub window, but it got broken on Friday. Let's ask about the car. Let's ask about everything else first.
Ever seen this before?
Yeah. It's a super last minute investigation. You got to get it done before midnight.
Nope, I haven't. Sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Did you see that Kate had an argument, or do you know about that?
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
All of you did? So Simon included? Can we talk about the Atlas advertising poster?
What do you know about Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
Really? Alright, let's talk about this. So you only went once. Let's talk about this for a second. So you only went the one time, but then you've never seen the mask before. Don't they use it? Okay, never mind. Alright, went home to see parents Thursday night. There's got to be something about Friday. Last saw Kate in the college library on Thursday. No, you were earlier in the day. Okay, never mind. Raven, hi. Obviously always wanted to start a cult-like organization, but an MLN is such an uninspired choice. It's a curious direction to go in, to say the least. So you visited the pub on Monday, but then you said you went to see your parents on Thursday. Is that... okay, never mind. I'm gonna go talk to Simon.
Thank
real
you.
quick.
Probably be back later.
Beans, Beans, what do you mean? I'm already in your MLM. Went straight home after last Friday. Master using it. Ryan and Paul run the Atlas course. Doesn't recognize this particular mask. Claims he hardly ever visits the pub. knew Kate at college, but they didn't socialize. Who wouldn't want to be near the tip of the pyramid? Exactly. You get in now, you have more. Everyone's their boss, but like you're more of a boss than the other people. All right, well.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I'll see you later. Please keep your door unlocked. All right, let's go down the streets. Let's go see if we can talk to Paul and Ryan. Ayn Rand. Left down the street. Nothing. Well, let's see what's got for me. Better investigate the woods again. You also haven't asked Rebecca about the Alice poster. Got it. Alright. Back to the woods. Rebecca.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Alright. What do you know about this, you know this business that your husband publicly runs? What do you know about it?
What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Tina! Hi, Tina. Welcome in. Raiders. How the heck are ya? You're playing some Final Fantasy? How was it? Hi, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, a fellow Firekeeper. Well, welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you. Tina, welcome in. Chain Snake, welcome in. Morphinius, welcome in. Twaffle, welcome in. Pastel Witch, welcome in. Anybody else coming in with the raid? Hi, hello. Hello from a fellow Firekeeper to another. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dylan, Dill, or Dilly. I use he, him pronouns, but realistically, call me whatever you want, as long as it's respectful. Beans, please don't. Okay, so if you don't know what we're doing today, if you're like, what's going on the screen? Why did I see what looks to be an MP4 playing? We're playing a game called Contradiction. And the game it's like a murder mystery where you walk around, you ask people questions based off of like clues that you find, many like different things that you get from conversations, but it's completely done through like it's completely done through like footage. I think it's like 10 years old, but it's really interesting. Are we selling tummy tea or leggings? Beans, I'm going to let you take that. But thank you so much for the raid, Tina. I really appreciate that. I hope you had a good time playing Final Fantasy. We got plenty of Final Fantasy heads in this community as well. So you're among like-minded people. Wait, are we allowed to promote our scams and schemes in this chat? I've been abstaining and using other avenues, but it would be really lovely to run my grifts here as well. Honestly, just throw your grifts at the wall at this point and just see what sticks. Oh yeah, like hot dog water. Now we can get it on that. Tina, thank you so much for the raid, dude. I appreciate that a lot. If you need to do post-stream stuff, though, if you need to go get some water, go get some food, whatever you need to do post-stream to take care of yourself, you go do that. That applies to all the raiders as well. We're going to keep streaming for probably like another 2 to 3 hours. We're going to try to make a dent in this game. I'm slowly understanding how to do this. So through the questions that you ask all of the different people that you talk to, you need to pay attention to what they say, and then in the bottom right here, it's kind of sort of covered by chat. You need to pay attention to what they say and put contradicting statements next to them, well, next to each other. And that way you unlock new clues, new places, new avenues to explore, so... I saw a little gameplay of this a while back. I think I'd love this game. I love a good mystery. I'm sure I have so many puzzle/mystery games that I'm trying to get to this summer. So, besides playing like I've been playing a lot of Night Rain. I need to get to the Lies of P DLC. I'm trying to carve out at least 1 to 2 streams a week where I mainline puzzle games. So yeah, it's gonna be a big part of the summer. We're calling it a hot puzzle summer here. Have you ever played the Golden Idol games? That's actually what I'm going to play after this. I'm going to be playing, after I finish this, I'm going to play Case of the Golden Idol. I'm also going to play The Root Trees Are Dead, if anybody has heard of that. What other puzzle games do I have lined up? Simulacra. If you haven't played, if you like puzzle games and if you've played the Golden Idol games, I would really recommend Return of the Obra Dinn. It's a really good game. Root Trees is on the list, human. All right. But Tina, once again, thank you so much for the raid. I'm gonna get back to asking questions. If you're wondering why the UI looks a little goofy and the acting is a little goofy, I think it's intentional. It's a little campy. Also, this game is 10 years old. So that's something to consider. I played it in like 50-minute chunks when I should have been working. It seems like the kind of game that you can just like dip into for like 30 minutes to an hour, but we're gonna dedicate some real time. Gotta play Obra Dinn someday. I love Alexander Pope's games like Papers, Please. Obra Dinn is one of my favorite games ever. Like, if you need an idea of like what kind of puzzles really resonate with my brain, Obra Dinn, Outer Wilds, and Tunic. If you haven't played Tunic, that game ruined me in the best way, but oh, it's like Tunic is. I have the freaking. Just showing off my merch at this point. I have the freaking instruction manual from that game, like the physical version of it. It's the best. If people came in the raid and you haven't played Tunic, do it. Anyways, I'm talking your ear off. Go take care of yourself, Tina. Thank you so much for the raid. We're gonna get back to gaming. Make sure you do side puzzles, in my opinion, if they are even more well composed and enriching than the mainline stuff. Really wonderful. Rimbley, I did almost everything in that game. I think there's only like heavy end game, like post game stuff that I haven't done. And at some point I need to get back to it.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
All right. I'm gonna leave the pub. And it says to go to the woods now. So let's go do that. Let's go out here. Wait, there was a Baba is you message? Oh, a weekly puzzle allocation. Baba is you. I feel compelled to ask. Sorry about that, Rimbley. I have not played Baba is you, but I could potentially put that on the list. You coward is so funny. What are you up to, sir?
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right, you can carry on if you want to. I'm just going. I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine.
Sir, are you smoking hookah by the creek?
I know, I knew her. Well, could I ask you a few questions, please? Bit dark. Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on.
He's just gonna walk into the woods.
And what's your name?
That might be the most interesting man in the world. Smoking a hookah by the creek, walks off into the woods, and he's like, I live at farmhouse. Also carrying the hookah around in a cardboard box. What world do we live in? Do tote bags not exist? I'm telling you, I have like 10 plus tote bags and I only use like 2 of them. If you need one, just tell me. Just a quick puff at the pond. Alright, let's go back into the woods. My address is farmhouse. We've already looked at the jetty, I think, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go back. I was so excited for Bob Is You, bought it for a 6-hour plane ride and got stuck 1 hour in on a puzzle. I have some interesting plane stories as well with games. Y'all know, many people here know the Hollow Knight lore with me, but I got absolutely intimidated by a small kid playing Hollow Knight next to me while I was struggling. And then I didn't go back to the game for like 6 years. Not 6 years, I think like 5 years, but I was like, alright. Time to play Dead Cells, I guess. Alright, let's go right into the woods. Tina, it's rough, but at the end of the day, it's a fun story. He mogged me. I was struggling on my Switch. He looks over at me, and it's almost like he did like a little, alright, buddy, let me show you how it's done. And then he just starts rinsing through the game. It got me to play Dead Cells quicker, though, so. Didn't that happen with Dead Cells 2 or am I crossing wires? No, it was, I was playing, because I downloaded Dead Cells and Hollow Knight for that flight. Started out with Hollow Knight, and then moved to Dead Cells after I got intimidated by the kid. Me, when I said Boston Shadow of Virtue took me 300 tries, and you and Lindsay did it in less than 10. Oh, Ramana. Same thing happened to me with Minecraft. I had such grand ambition, but lacked the humility to accept that the children have been playing it since they were 4. The neurons are made of voxels. There's little hope for me. I think everyone can have their Minecraft moment if they really want to. Alright. Is this unlocked yet? Hello? Huge. No knocking? I guess we go into the atrium.
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
Okay, let's show the lounge then. How do you feel about dress suits that come to a point like that? I don't mind it. Like whatever, honestly, it's just whatever's comfortable for you. I am normally not, I don't enjoy dress shoes in general because I have very wide feet and most dress shoes are made pretty narrowly towards the end, so whatever works, dude. They're just shoes. Nothing? Okay, let's try the reading room then. I'm just making myself at home, holy. Also, why is it so dark out? Okay, nobody's home. Can I go upstairs? I can't use any of the items, right? Wait. No use for the mask here. Atlas poster. There's a bunch of things I can use. Can I use the freedom necklace? The broken pendant? The screwdriver? Oh, man. Alright, I guess we can turn to the hallway. There doesn't really seem to be much else to do. Oh, I should go to the farm. Never mind. The dress shoes do make you feel fancier, I'll say that. Where's the farmhouse? Abbey Farm. Okay. Like, do I need to go here and then go to the back street to get to the Abbey Farm? Like, if I go to Brandon House, does this allow me to go towards the farm?
According to the map,
Got it.
Abbey Farm is across the road there.
Alright. Farmhouse! Let's go up the steps first. I guess we peek in the greenhouse. No warrants needed. Why are there 3 mirrors? Are they painted? Looks like it. I wonder if this mysterious swamp hookah man is James. Hello.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long.
Haven't got much time.
Sir, you walked into the woods.
Just close the doors, shall I? Where do you want to sit? Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James.
I knew it!
Thank you, James.
It's the deduction.
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why? What did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
I love that they have the hookah in the back just to remind you, like, hey, this is kind of his thing. All right, let's talk about Kate Vine's death.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
That doesn't mean you can't socialize with her, you weirdo. I'm just gonna. I've been showing this to everybody. What do you know about this?
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
Okay. Can we talk about the bike real quick?
What do you know about Simon's bike?
Do you think it's weird
What
that he has to
bike?
bike everywhere?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
So you don't know what I love that like Simon's bike is a point of contention here. Like, all right, so I've walked down the entire town. Why do you need a bicycle? Don't ask about the screwdriver. James would know. No, James would know about the bottles. No, he would know about the homebrew. Never mind.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
Like what?
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
So you seem to enjoy illicit substances. What do you know about the freedom necklace, dude?
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
Don't think so.
Okay. He just wants to smoke his hookah and stare at the fire, and like I can't blame you for that, dude.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. I've been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
3 months? You want to repeat that? Getting a homebrew that you call tar in a barter system with herbal tea is very suspicious in a way that I can't quite articulate. I think it seems to be something that would probably be par for the course in this town. You've never been to the pub? What the fuck are you on about? Alright, give me the cardboard mask, I guess.
Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
Shayla, are you about to say what I think you're going to say? Go ahead, say it. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Sweet on Jenks. Alright, would you know about an argument in the pub, even though you've never been there?
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No.
Oh, you think he's... I think I'm annoying him. What do you know about Atlas?
Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon. He's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing.
You're not trying to...
And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really.
You're not trying to monetize your
Business
herbal
doesn't
tea?
interest me.
Business doesn't interest me. I just want to smoke my hookah. I don't go to the pubs. Can't remember the last time I knew Simon through. Doesn't know. Trade is herbal tea for Simon's homebrew. Doesn't recognize this card or the necklace. Doesn't know. Hasn't been to the pub in months. I haven't been to the pub in months. Hasn't discussed the course with Simon. Had seen the poster at college. Doesn't know anything about the argument. Doesn't recognize the mask. Doesn't know anything. He doesn't know fucking shit, apparently. He knows Simon's on about the course, but he hasn't discussed it with him. What the fuck? Isn't that a contradiction? He's clueless. Well...
Okay, that's it for now.
Alright.
Thank you.
I'll be back. I wonder what they grow there. I would like to look in the greenhouse again. Aha!
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
You're spray painting mirrors? Can we take one of those? I'm gonna ask him about that.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Hey, I know I said I was about to leave, but what's up with the picture frames?
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing?
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying?
What is scrying?
Show you one if you want. Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country
does know about
still
this.
practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
I only make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
There are
You make a profit on
there
it?
are maybe 7 people in this
Don't do
town.
it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you.
Don't do it for the money.
Black mirrors and hookah pipes.
I do it
I
for
wonder
the
what else
hookah.
James is into.
I don't do it for the fucking money.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
That zipping sound is so bad it's good. All right, we gotta go talk to everybody now. I love a mysterious balding man. What's he on about? All right, Rebecca. They're mirrors. Frames with mirrors. Rebecca, please stop
questions, if
serving the
that's okay.
customers. I have questions for you. Rebecca would know. What do you know about scrying?
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Probably be back later.
Nah, I'll probably be back. There is someone for everyone. All right. Simon, I've got questions for you, buddy.
A few more questions, please.
I have so much to ask you about. What do you know about scrying mirror?
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
The government's tracking him. Okay, so you're saying... but you're saying that you didn't really know James. That's the thing. You say you don't see James very often. How would you know that the government is tracking him? There's got to be something with James here. How would you know that? Wouldn't know anything about that.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
We talk to Emma then. New age. Wouldn't it be old age?
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
She said Friday. She said she
Okay,
went home
so
Thursday.
You just stare like this. And then you see...
See what?
Sorry, look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work.
I think she saw something.
It didn't work, so...
Yeah, it didn't work. I'm totally normal. You said you were selling them last Friday. Actually... You said you went home to see your parents on Thursday.
Aha.
What's good, Emma?
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
At the pub. We were arguing.
Go on.
Was you arguing?
About?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate. But why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go
Be
talk
back
to
later on if
Yeah,
that's
I'm
okay.
gonna talk to Simon again. All right. Well,
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'll see you around, buddy. Maybe we go back to talk to Rebecca, or maybe we go interrogate James a little bit more. All right. It's Chief o'clock, everyone. We gotta fill him in.
Hello, Jenks?
Yeah, Chief, I had a confession from Emma Bowman. It turns out she was arguing with Kate last Friday outside the pub. Kate broke the window. That's what the money was for.
What were they arguing about?
Money. Emma said she'd lent some to Kate, but Kate hadn't paid it back.
So Kate had money problems, so she broke a window and then paid Rebecca back for it.
Sure.
Got that up there, Jenks.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah. Call me back when you know some more.
I just don't know, like, why would she be dead though? That I don't get. Okay. There must be a contradiction somewhere. All right. We'll talk to James.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Okay. Only makes mirrors for others. Sells the mirrors but doesn't make a profit. Doesn't know anything about the argument. Doesn't recognize the mask. Okay, then I think
that's it for the time being.
Might
Thank
be
you.
Rebecca who has the contradiction then. Rebecca, please stop what you're doing. I want to accuse you of a lie.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Okay. He's never seen it before. Hates arguments. Broken pub window. Kate broke the window during an argument. Has seen students wearing the necklace, but hasn't seen anyone wearing one recently. I saw Kate in the pub last Friday, approximately 7 p.m. But the window's broken at 6:30.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
You see one, maybe? What are you thinking? Lay it on me. I would love to get James on something. You haven't asked her about the freedom necklace, have you? Rebecca? No, I asked her about it. I can't show her the pendant, but I can show her the I can show her the card, and she's like, yeah, I've seen students wearing it, haven't seen anyone wear one recently.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you saw, you haven't asked about X thing is all? Okay, maybe I missed it.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Was it this? Kate broke the window. Doesn't know who broke the window. Yeah, okay, so like the stuff at the bottom there, it's like stuff that used to be a statement and then it got like kind of browned out because I I figured out that it was a contradiction. So like the stuff at the bottom no longer applies.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Okay. Let's go back up to Simon. Methinks Simon has another contradiction.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Claims he hardly ever visits the pub.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Emma one. So the game automatically populates the contradictions panel once you've asked the right questions and gathered the right clues. Like all of the statements populate here after they're said, and then you need to click on two and put them together, and then the game will give you, it'll show up green if it is a contradiction. Visited the pub on Monday night with a friend. Knows about the broken pub window. And then the arguments. Visited the pub on Monday. But then you argued with her on Friday. I guess it's not contradictory. Kate bought lots of new jewelry, but then you lent her $50.
Boom! So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
Oh, you tell me!
It wasn't about money.
Actually.
Was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
I'm on Twitch.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Emma's the most suspicious. I'm on Twitch, but I'm not surprised at all. That's giving someone money so they can buy a bunch of pointless shit. Exclamation mark throne.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Thank you. All right, Chief. All right, what do we got? There's some shit afoot.
Is it Jenks by any chance?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
Chief.
me again.
More news. Turns out the argument between Emma and Kate wasn't about money. Apparently, Kate was going to blackmail Ryan Rand because she had information that Ryan was having an affair with a student. Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
How did Emma find out about it?
Well, they were friends, so I presume Kate just told her.
Policemen don't presume, Jenks. They find out. If Emma was trying to talk her out of it, she must have had a reason. There's something missing, Jenks. Find
Oh!
out what to do with it.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
Bye-bye.
Rimbley! Rimbley, thank you so much for funding the Let me square up. Ribley, thank you so much for funding the tunic plushie. That's very, very kind of you, dude. I appreciate that a lot. You know all about it. Alright. I guess we go harass. The game suggests go harass Emma more. Okay.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Okay. Trying to persuade Kate to not blackmail Ryan, yet you have never met Ryan? Curious. So you went to an Atlas seminar with Simon, yet you claim you've never met Ryan.
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
He's so sassy.
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
Were you the person?
telling Simon
Were you the person Ryan was having an affair with?
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn it back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
So you just argued and what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
7 p.m. in it.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
He's a bit of a Lothario. Wonder if Ryan's in his office? Yeah. What did you see in the scrying mirror? Alright, buddy. Knock, knock.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, is that all right?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
I already don't trust him. The sideburns.
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not,
Okay, I might be with you. I kind of love Jenks.
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really? Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
A pleasure.
The slime emanating from this man. All right, let's find out a bit what you know about the death.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday. Then you came straight back with some of the students. Is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day. Benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual?
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course?
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined, about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
He's giving, like, Mike Myers with his performance. I'm not talking about, like, Halloween Mike Myers. I mean, like Austin Powers Mike Myers. It's like a Canadian person's interpretation of a British person. This is dreadful, the news. Alright. Do I make you Randy, Emma?
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
Interesting. I love that I can ask everybody about Simon's stupid fucking bike.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
I think Simon also drives, but isn't sure. You ever had the homebrew?
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
We're just kind of making fun of Simon the whole time. Walked by a Scientology office once and they asked me to come in. I did because I wasn't in a hurry, and then they asked me a bunch of questions and had me squeeze these metal handles. And much to everyone's surprise, they said I had a lot of potential locked away and that they could help me reach it. But I chose the path of unrealized greatness and left. Rimbley? What could have been? He might drive, not too sure. Hasn't tried the homebrew. You know about freedom necklaces?
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
Interesting. Do you know anything about a broken pub window?
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
The way he, was moving his head there at the end. Very health and safety. Glass him. Where's the glass him button? I'm looking for it.
Can you tell me about this?
Haven't seen that for a while. I had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess. The mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
We're just throwing words out at this point.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Interesting. Do you have an anthropologist in this town? Do you know about the argument?
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Okay. What about the advertising?
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks?
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Oh, we can talk about stealing things. A little cheeky grin at the end. Do you know about a scrying mirror?
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
10 out of 10, this game says malarkey.
Books on black magic, not the chocolates. Witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
No, that's
But
not
you're not
suspicious
into
at all.
that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
The This is a match of titans in this room right now. They're both so deliciously British. I'm loving the banter. Okay. Let's look through here. Poster designed by an agency was the first poster Alice name picked randomly. Doesn't know about the argument in the pub. Usually leaves for Alice at 6 p.m. Starts preparations for Alice at 6:30. Mask by a friend who died last year. Symbol in the mask. Symbol not used in the course. Never bought a freedom necklace. Has seen students wearing the necklace. Has not tried the homebrew. Last saw Kate at an Atlas meeting last Friday. Kate was drunk at the meeting. So you don't know about the argument in the pub, but you do know about the window. Okay. This game is a lot of fun to watch. Did you decide to play yourself, Shayla, or do you prefer to consume it this way? I'm upset with you for getting me super into this game and only go to GDQ and make me wait. No, alright, we'll do it next Saturday. I think, yeah, it'll be, I'll play it today, like the first half, and then I'll play the second half next Saturday. Not seeing any. There's got to be a contradiction in here. Am I driving or am I flying? I am driving. Also, hi, Sim. It's good to see you. Also, love that this typo is still in the game 10 years later. Uselessly. Students wearing that. Kate was drunk at the meeting last Friday. Well,
thank you. Probably be back later.
Curious. Better see Simon again. Alright. I'm gonna put your phone on pin only. Sim, I already had the conversation with Justine about it, but I appreciate the reminder.
Me again.
Oh, he's cooking. It's like this is the 12th time you've entered my home.
Smells
today.
nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I had no idea you were a cook.
Oh no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
What, here?
No. At the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner on his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I'm gonna need you to do me a solid here. One more button.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Well, it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
Just need one more button up there. Oh, Sim, that's awful, dude. If I was one of the 12 people in this town, I would insist he ask these questions within the first 3 or 4 visits. I don't want to be a routine guest in my home. Talia, they're allowed to do like wild stuff. Also, hi Talia, it's good to see you. They're allowed to do wild stuff if like they can get your phone open, but they can't ask you to open up your phone if it's password protected. If it's like biometric, if it's like a thumbprint or like a Face ID, they can just open it. But if they ask you to put your password in, they legally can't ask you to do that. So you can be like, no, I'm not gonna do that. All right. So your bike. It's the only way that you can get to work. I'm good, Talia. How are you? Makes his own homebrew. You wear the necklace at college, but you saw Kate at the meeting last Friday. Bane fell in the what? How did Bane fall in the toilet? Did he just jump? What is going on with this dog? I put him on the counter while I was brushing my teeth and he just... Oh my god, dude. Alright. Oh my god. Huge swimmer. Okay. I just don't think I fully understand why they wanted me to talk to Simon. So Ryan and Paul, master used during the Atlas seminars. Doesn't recognize this particular mask.
That's all for the moment.
Hey,
Thank you.
I just wanted to smell your chili, bud. Did Simon say there was another greenhouse at the Abbey farm? Oh. What if we went up here then? Another greenhouse?
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Oh, wait, I can turn left. I never would have thought to turn left until he told me. Go into the large greenhouse. What do we got? Some basil.
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
Smoke this shit, James.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
What the fuck is this, dude?
Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
Yeah.
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Right.
Must have dropped it.
Mint leaves.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Then we go back to Simon and ask about it. Are you aware of the sandwich-sized baggie on your property? Let's go back to Simon. Be like, hey, can you throw this in your chili?
Ask about a few more things, please. Know what these are?
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Hasn't seen the leaves before. Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back
I'm gonna
later.
go run around the town asking everyone about this bag of leaves.
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
All right.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Just let me skedaddle. All right. Rebecca, can you please stop working? Can you smell this bag real quick?
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
And a cup of tea.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint.
Magic
Where did you
mint.
find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it.
What?
It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I
didn't
found your
expect
salvia
Rebecca to
on
know
the
about
ground.
growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Oh, thank you for telling me about the
Thank
salvia.
you. Probably be back later.
You think Rebecca is the killer? Well, I'm sure she overheard the argument, right? All right, James, we're gonna smoke this shit together. Buckle up, buddy. I've only got 4 hours.
A few more questions, please.
Hey, bud.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
What's that? Skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of salvia?
No.
You don't know much about plants, but you said you won some cookery competitions. You think this packet contains mint leaves, but you don't know much about plants? What the... What? The greenhouse is just for the looks. This guy uses plants. You have 2 greenhouses. Traded his herbal tea, but you don't know much about plants. Fuck!
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Never mind. I just wanted to show this and be like, is this your salvia? I thought I had him on the herbal tea too. What's the game telling me to do? Better try the woods again. And I have Simon M. Okay, so we need to go back. We need to go dangle the salvia in front of their faces. I'm going to call the chief and say I'm actually quitting and I'm just going to sell this salvia.
Things, ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Salvia Divinorum?
Magic mint.
Sounds like a spell.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Like, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Never tried any other hallucinogenic drugs. But you said you would have the tea.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Do you know about salvia?
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
I can't believe salvia is a plot
Yeah,
point.
I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No. No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Can we replay that? I just want to see the way he's delivering these lines. Yeah.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No. No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Can I say something? Talia, say it. Out loud. I think he's trying to be David
Okay,
Tennant.
that's it for now.
I think
Thank
so.
you.
I think that's the direction for sure. All right, let's go up to Atlas and ask him about the salvia. Sir, would you like to smoke this with me? I'm just gonna stand in the room next to your office. It's suspiciously nighttime right now.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
What do you know about salvia?
Have you ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
No interest in drugs. Okay. Do you know
what this is?
Do you know what that is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay. Back to the woods. go back into the clearing. What do we got?
Do you mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
That's not how it works.
I do not.
We
have
both
time
know it's
to
not how it
discuss
works.
at the moment. Could you just go?
I like that his zip-up hoodie is like one size too small.
Pathetic.
This bro's problem. Fuck, I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't know you rode like
What
that,
a
dude.
prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
I'm gonna ask everybody about that symbol. Are y'all sick with it? Another bald man.
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house.
Why are you sitting in the woods,
Bunch
sir?
of nut jobs.
Why does everyone come out here to do
Hey,
substances?
what was the student's name?
Liam... something? Or sod?
Are they doing like routine sacrifices?
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station. Find out a bit more about this Liam.
Hello, DCI Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Ah, Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can't be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. Only you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Right, well, good luck with that. See you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
Mike. Thanks, Mike.